Hello, what is Mike, and welcome to all of Inscryption in one video. This video was originally meant to come out a week ago, but my editing software was doing some random humble jumble with my files, and all of a sudden I had to re-record the entire 5-hour video, then re-edit the entire 5-hour video. So yeah, that was quite a hassle. But anyway, since I no longer trust my editing software, I'm now going to trust in my recording software. So I'm going to just leave this video on. This is the edited version of all of Inscryption in one video. I hope you enjoy, and yeah, I'm just going to sit in the corner making sure nothing bad happens, and yeah, hope you enjoy the show. Okay, we have 50 gigs worth of storage space. Let's hope it pays off. Hello, Mike, and welcome. Hold on a sec. And welcome to all of Inscryption in one episode. My future self presumably told you what's going on. I've already lost one 5-hour long chunk of raw footage to my editing software, believe it or not. So I'm going to try and blaze through this as quick as possible. I'm probably going to be editing this through the night because, you know, I have a drama club tomorrow and I just can't. I just can't. Because I have spent several 2-hour-long processes where I have decided that I am going to just sit there and wait for my video to load, and yeah, it's been a hassle. Now, you're introduced to the first of 4 major characters in this game. Well, technically first 5, but the 5th is more secretive. Well, technically 6 if you... There are 4 main characters. We have the Stoat here, aka PO3. He's going to be useful later. Then we have Leshy over here, who is Mr. Spooky Shadow Man. Then there's 2 extra characters who I'll get into when they appear. However, for now, all we really have to do is wait for us to encounter the first boss. Act 1, it's roguelike. Each act has a new genre of game added onto card game. What I'd recommend taking is the Wolf Cub and the Adder, because next up is this, which is Sacrificial Stones. Now, you can take a sigil and add it onto another card at the expense of the card who had the sigil. So, you can take Adder, and you're gonna follow the Stoat's advice and pick him. Now, instead of being a 2-cost 1/1 with poison, it's now a 1-cost 1/3 with poison, meaning that A doesn't die in 1 hit, 2 doesn't take 2 scrolls to summon, and 3 is a really just better card. Essentially, the way this first act works is you have to die a minimum of 3 separate times. This first act, you cannot get past the second boss. The next 2, you can actively complete the map, except you're going to have to go a lot deeper into the game or you'll have to explore the cabin around you in order to get to the next act. Oh wait, no. Elk plus the wolf cub sigil is actually really useful. But anyway, in this first act, there's one mechanic which sticks with you, and you have to remain with that. You'll notice immediately how the Stoat and Leshy have a kind of split relationship. Leshy and the Stoat don't really get along well, and there are actually two other cards. Each of them you'll be able to get in each individual playthrough. Obviously you get the Stoat in the first act. There is the Stink Bug in the second, which is introduced alongside a new mechanic. Then there is the Stunted Wolf, which is revealed on either the third act or afterwards. Now, this battle isn't meant to be won. However, it's actually to introduce you to the act of death. So, if you are to die, like we are about to now, boom. When the skill tips too far towards you, you'll lose. Now, you won't instantly be dead. Instead, you'll be teleported into Leshy's or you'll be able to access Leshy's cabin. Now, there are a couple things which you'll be able to do. First of all, 11 o'clock allows you to get a ring. This ring will be important for the final playthrough. However, one sec. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not from the save. So the code is 273. If you open it, there'll be meat. The meat is useless. There is no reason for the meat to exist. But anyway, you'll place the candlestick on the table and sit back down. Now, Leshy is going to blow out a candle. These candles are your lives. They're replenished whenever you defeat a boss. However, decreased whenever you enter them on beating Act 1. Now you're going to encounter the Prospector. Now, the Prospector, as I mentioned, is a pretty easy boss. So it's going to mention... Oh, nope, so it's not going to mention it. Okay. Now that I think about it, I should probably turn off Death Card Cabin. Hold. Now, the Pack Mule. You'll see that envelope beneath it. That's really good. Like, genuinely insane. Because if you get that Pack Mule dead, then it'll drop several cards. And by several, I don't mean, oh, it'll drop one or two. No, it'll mean several cards into your deck, just straight up into the deck. Boom, Moose Buck. Now, this will occur with some cards. If you attach the Fledgling Sigil onto them, then they'll become some more powerful card. For example, there is Elkthorn turns to Elk, Wolf Cub turns to Wolf, but there are also some others, just such as the Elk turns into the Moose Buck. Boom. Because the next phase here, it gets rid of all your cards. Yeah, not the best outcome, but oh well. We can still do this. Okay. Play them the next, and boom. Yeah. At this point, I'm probably going to have to teach you about overkill damage. Now, if you attack a card while dealing more damage than necessary, you can actually attack the card behind it. Shit, that's the boss. Whatever. It was good. Pelt, that's okay. But if you've got an Agek, that's pretty good as well. Anyway, I'm going to encounter the Angler. Now, this fight's impossible. Do not try to beat this. I repeat, do not try to beat this boss. So yeah, we're just going to wait here, and eventually he's just gonna kill us. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you what happens when we do try to beat the Angler. So that is 3. So yeah, that's 6 damage, so you will win. And yeah, this is what happens when you try to beat him. Okay, so now this is another thing which isn't really mentioned a lot. Death cards. Now, when you die, or when your candles reach 0, you're going to be thrown to this room. Now, Leshy and you are going to help fill it. Yeah, if the reason I was looking for the Trapper is because he gives you these pelts, which are no cost. Yeah. Yeah, sure. So, anyway, finally, let's just gonna take a portrait. Say cheese. Now, when a card is either sacrificed or killed, you are given a bone. Now, you won't lose this bone at any point unless you end the battle or use it. Now we can play the opossum. Oh yeah, and your second wolf is replaced by a bullfrog, and your river snap is replaced by an opossum. Now, in future playthroughs, these will change to, alternately being the talking cards. However, that's relevant, because we haven't met the other two. Well, after this dialogue, you need to find a figurine. Now, you'll need to go beside the safe. Or you'll meet the stink bug. So anyway, she's going to talk about PO3, aka the Stoat, and the Stunted Wolf, or sorry, Stunted Wolf, aka Magnificus. That is Grimora. You've now met all the well, not Magnificus, but you've met 3 of the 4 talking cards. Now, onto these puzzles. Now, these puzzles essentially put you in a miniature battleground, and you need to beat the opponent. You're going to get a skink, sorry, for the first one. You're going to get, hold on a second. One sec. You're going to get, fuck, right, sorry. Anyway, you're going to get the ants from here. These are ones, but also hardest, whatever. Boom. You're going to get the caged wolf from here. Finally, boom, bang, bang, boom, boom, 3, bang, and the squirrel head from here. So yeah, here are all 4 combinations, and right, we need to get our figurine. As far as I'm aware, you can't pick any of these guys. These are just survivors from the campfire. So anyway, let's play. Ah, it's got cabins on. Perfect. Ooh, cage wolf. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the cage wolf down, and we're going to wait. The cage wolf doesn't do anything. It does not attack. It does not defend. Ooh, bullfrog. We can do that thing with the bullfrog in the scroll later. Now, if Leshy runs out of cards to play, he'll concede. You can either take his golden feather, or you can continue. I'd recommend continuing, because unless you're running out of cards, which you really don't want to do, really all that's going to happen is you're going to get some overkill damage, or you're going to die, and if you're close to death, well, there's always that golden feather. So, anyway, you're just gonna wait. Now, once the caged wolf dies, something interesting happens. Boom. They're rumbling. Howl. And now goes the wolf. Leshy doesn't know what happened. But lucky for you, I do. But before we do that, let's pull the bullfrog and the squirrel painting. It's going to blur. And back. We're back to our original graphics. So yeah, really the worst thing you can do during overkill or during a surrender is just I don't know, you run out of cards. Again, you can just always surrender. But anyway, the power of ants is the more ants that are on the board, the more their power is, maxing out at 4. Now, this can get really broken, but not as broken as some other things like down the road. Anyway, boom a boom. That's going to be 8 overkill damage. Yeah, he'll just explain overkill damage, even though you could get it in the first, I guess, playthrough. But whatever. If you stand up, there are 2 things which will happen, as you see the first thing. So you can pick up the caged wolf, or uncaged wolf rather, and put it in this carving, which allow the scroll to roll the knife. Now, there's going to be some real self-harming stuff, so if you really don't enjoy that, then I recommend just skipping this act. But anyway, you can take a pot. So what the clover does is, ooh, perfect example. If you go into this, then you'll be able to pull his clover and change the cards. Now, there's our death card. You'll understand what death cards are now, right? They're not just some funny, fancy shtick. No, they're used for combat, and they'll randomly, appear during your, skirmish. Now, the cockroach. Its sigil allows it to revive from death an infinite amount of times. Now, I'm not going to sacrifice it to anything yet, but boom. Now as a tail. Now, if you go to a pack with too many items, then you'll get a pack rat. Pack rat. So anyway, yeah. Oh, and just to let you guys know, death cards will never appear in... Wait, no. Talking cards will never appear in death card drawers. Just so you guys know. But anyway, yep, we're just gonna let yourself die. Anyway, back in the room. Guess who's back? Sorry. We're back in the room with Leshy. So anyway, right. You're going to find the camera on the ground. You're going to take it and try to use it, but it doesn't work because the film. It's not the camera that's the magical thing. It's the It's the film. Bother to explain it. Take a picture. Say cheese. Now, as you can see, the stink bug's a woman. Anyway, you're going to want to use the knife, soon. Sure. Bullfrog. Yeah, that's where I got the code. But anyway, here is the wood carver. Now, the wood carver is going to give you a multitude of these. What these do is they give your cards sigils based off their class, including squirrels. Now, your entire squirrel deck aren't killable. You can see where this is going, right? I'd assume you would be able to see where this is going. Whatever. Anyway. Look. Yada. Circle explain about the third. The third totem card. Anyway. Boom. Stoat. No promises. Boom. Bullfrog. Boom. Squirrel. Bad news is we don't have anywhere to put it, which is awkward, whatever. So now we're going to want to stab ourselves. Boom. As I said, self-harm warning. A bit late now, but whatever. So yeah, now we're half blind. You're going to want to set everything up before you become blind if you hadn't noticed. So anyway, let's just going to explain that because it's not fun if you're half blind, then he's going to pull a bunch of eyes, but yeah. One of these things is not like the others. You're gonna take the techno eye, jam it into your face, because that's how eyes work. And the box says this. Now stand up. Turn. Now you're going to find the stunted wolf. Magnificus. Hello. Take it. So anyway, Leshy doesn't know you have a film roll. So, by the way, it doesn't work when you die. Just FYI. Because he'll never let the card near you, he'll never let the camera near you again. So you're going to have to beat him. Yes, beat him at cards. Eventually he's going to have a battle with you. You're going to want to win the battle, beat him, bludgeon the shit out of him, take the camera, go poing, and on attack 2. So yeah, and just so that this video isn't too long, we'll show to you, I'll take you over to the second phase of the fish guy. Sorry, I forgot. The angler, and then the Leshy battle. Oh, and by the way, do not pick up this goo. Leshy says it, the rulebook says it, and I will say it. Even, like, everything in Inscryption tells you or gives you a hint if something is useful. For example, what was it called? Leshy says it has a use, and he'll be right. If you later on fail several times, then Leshy will allow you to indefinitely click the campfire button, with each time having a 50% chance of the card dying. However, if you kill the mealworm in this, then the campfire people will not respawn for the rest of the run. But no, don't get him. Just look in his face. Do not get this man. Okay, second phase. So, since we essentially just breezed through the angler's first phase, so essentially what the angler does is he takes a hook. That's his hook, and he like whips one of your the most recently placed card towards him, like every couple of turns. So yeah. And for the second phase, he puts bait buckets all over the place, which spawn great white when hit. Yeah. I'd recommend getting some winged cards which fly over other cards, or either that or a mantis plus a 2-power or a poison card, because if a mantis attacks a bait bucket which turns into a shark, then the poison or 2-power can attack the great white, instantly killing it. Chapter time. So what this guy does is, well, hold on a second. You see those guys? Strange frogs. Hi. What these strange frogs do is when they die, they turn to leaping traps. What leaping traps do is they kill your cards. It's like a stronger form of the sigil where cards, the cards take damage whenever they hit them, except this time, whenever a card hits the leaping trap, they instantly die. Strange frog. Anyway. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I changed my totem from mini lives to this, which essentially gives me a rabbit whenever it's played. So yeah, that's good. Right. I'd recommend sacrificing cards before they can kill leaping traps, because the more leaping traps on the board, the less amount of people or animals you can bring, which is good. Especially if a bullfrog is coming, or any other animal, then something there will mean something is not in your face. Now, you're going to want to collect wolf pelts for the for the second phase, because the more pelts you get, the better. Anyway, the masks and flip, and now we're with the trader. Now, if you got a minimum of 3 wolf pelts, because the trader gives you another wolf pelt, you should be able to buy out the entire front part. For example, this wolf can do it on his own. But field mice too. That's 3 of field damage. Not particularly useful, but if we get mycologist, ooh, I have an idea. So the next part is, well, it's outside of this very cabin. Shit, we didn't get the mycologist. Whatever. Oh.
No, he is a rat man.
No, he is a rat man, yeah. So now you're going to arrive at the cabin. Now, remember that ring I told you to get? Well, here's where it will come to effect. Hold on a second. Here's where it will come to effect. And down comes a table. Now, you'll be offered one of 3 challenges. Swift, waterborne, skinned. Sure. Hey! Nice. Rabbit pelts. Success. Now, one of 3 powerful boons will be given to you. Boon of the Bone Lord, 8 boons. Twice. No. Now, I'd recommend getting 2 things. One of them being the boon of the Magpie's Eye, which allows you to choose between any of the cards in your deck when drawing from the main deck, and also the boon which I just got, which allows you to draw twice. So you can draw 2 of any card in your deck, instantly, like, thrash Celestia. There it is, the Trial of the Ringed. Boom! That is why you trust. Trust in the guide video. Boom! Magpie's Eye. Now, as you look around to the wilderness, let the games begin. You won't be able to move, but don't have to. If you followed my steps well, you should already be well prepared. 3 candles. God. God damn it, me though, whatever. Now, for this for this first act mechanic, Leshy is going to use rare cards, specifically amalgams and mantis gods. Now, if you remember, what the mantis... I said the mantis god was quite important. It is. They're just like the mantis, except they can attack the space in front. Yep, there it is. Okay. Boom. Magpie. Boom. Draw. Boom. Again. Draw. Boom. Draw. Shove. Bestowed. You're going to kill him. Yeah. Should be able to pass. Yeah. We're good. Oh, Leshy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Anyway. So. Leshy, this time, is going to use death cards. If he didn't die too much, he's just going to use placeholder cards. By the way, before the third phase, I'd recommend drawing either a card with the stinky sigil or a card with a poisonous sigil. Either one works. Boom, boom, boom. Final phase. And now, Leshy's gonna turn. Literally. Remember, he still has the camera. The camera turns things into cards. Yep, you're battling the moon. Now. Let me just... Raven, sure. Now. This battle's going to take a while. So yeah, it's going to be really, really hard. It's going to be really... Oh. Yeah. Even though there's a sigil that specifically stops a card from being affected by stinky or poison, the moon doesn't have that. So if you have stinky, the moon won't attack you. If you have poison, well, this is going to happen. Boom. Yeah. Now you're going to hear a voice. After this cutscene. Hold up. Wait. Sec.
Oh my! Did I
There
just...
we go.
I think I just beat him. Oh.
For one last time, Leshy blows out the candle. And you arrive back in that old, fated room. Face to face with Leshy. You can see him. Finally. And this time, you're prepared. Say cheese, Leshy. And just like that, we win. Take a good look at these two corpses. These two. The head and the tree. They'll come in handy. Next act. And now we're in Act 2. Now, this act, instead of being a roguelike, it functions like a an RPG, essentially where there's a completely new world, and this time there's, well, 4 scribes. One sec. And there we go. Just like that. We're in a new 2D environment. Now, you can either pick Gamora, Leshy, PO3, or Magnificus. Personally, I like to pick PO3's deck, but I feel like being random, so let's go with Magnificus. Magnificus's deck is the most bizarre, I'd say, but don't worry, he'll be there to coach you through it. Each deck contains 20 cards involving the scribe's primary function. Leshy's deck contains the Beast deck, Gamora's contains the Undead deck, PO3 the Tech deck, and Magnificus the Gem deck. Now, each, I guess, system functions differently, but we're not going to talk about that now. Instead, we're going to look at the 2 places we have available. I'd recommend going for Leshy's I enforce you must go to Leshy's cabin, because if you don't, well, Gamora's gonna give you a very bad time. She is going to sand you up. So yeah, just for my sake and yours, go to Leshy's cabin and shut up. Right. Now, over here you'll see a puzzle similar to one which you saw earlier. 1 second. Fine. Sorry. Right. Boom. Now, in this RPG, you can collect packs, which contain cards. Now, these cards can be used for certain things. As you might have noticed, there are a couple things here. Bloodhound, Mole, Uvyuli, Elk. All of these are from the first act. But there are, well, a lot of other decks. Now, I'll explain how these function now. So, you already know how these 2 work. Sacrificing means that you have to sacrifice sacrificable cards in order to place more cards, and with more properties, the max being 4, which is the Uvyuli, and taking up all the spaces. The bones, death, energy, you get 1 energy every turn before maxing out at 6. Which is the maximum amount of energy cost these cards can have. And finally, the Gem deck, which means if you place these moxes down, then you'll be able to place certain mox costs. For example, this is the Junior Sage, which requires a green mox or an emerald mox, so you have to place an emerald mox down before you play the Junior Sage. Got all that? Don't care. Right. So over here is the trader. He'll trade foils this time for cards or card packs. Same here. The save code is the same as in Act 1. You can get a meat from the safe and talk to Leshy. He'll essentially give you a camera, and yeah, you'll have to take a photo in order to make the guys talk to you. Essentially, to start off with, I'm going to take this back. And the prospector, he's looking for his bloodhound. So you're going to place a meat, take a picture, and there we go. 1 second. You're going to want to experiment with various, cards. However, I haven't really used the magic deck much, so I'm gonna roll with that for now. Anyway, unless they have a specific sigil. Anyway, that's excess damage, that's foils. Excess damage works the same in this game as, or this act as it did first. So anyway, we're just gonna blaze through all these guys and I'll tell you how to beat them. Editing, drop mic, I don't know, make a like fancy schmancy, like I don't know, like montage. Okay. Note to self. Do not get the magic deck. I swear to God. Okay. One sec, we're good? Okay, sorry. Just had to reload to get rid of the echo. So anyway, after we have gotten rid of the magic deck, it's time to battle Leshy. What you're currently hearing now is an 8-bit rendition of the finale. This time he's not battling with Mantis Lords, or yeah, Mantis Gods and Amalgam. Instead he's battling with Stoats and Coyotes. Because now, remember, about his mechanic. Leshy's mechanics about death cards. Yeah, remember those things? Not very well, obviously, but... Okay, let's try that again. So, Leshy's mechanic is about death cards. Yes, those death cards. Essentially, when a card dies, he'll take out his camera. And take a picture of A, the cost, B, the sigil, and C, finally, the stats. So what you're going to want to do is strategically play your cards. You do not want to play something like a skeleton on the second death. You have to get something else to die before it. Burn heap. Ah, right. Essentially, active abilities work by you pressing a button. Yippee! So anyway, you're going to want to strategically decide who will die next. Ah, right, Stats, then sigil, sorry. It's in the same order as death cards, so don't worry about that. Shit. So next up's the second phase. Now, for this second phase, your cards are going to get eliminated, and you're going to be given your guys. Boom. 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 Boom! That took a while. Okay, so that took way longer than expected. Luckily, I've cleared out all of Grimora's ghouls, so we should be able to just skip straight to her, now that we've gotten a decent deck. Now, we're going to encounter PO3. Now he's going to mock Leshy, like mock. Like, this guy is an AI. He can come up with the best roasts. Even though he doesn't have access to fire, whatever. So, all all of the characters... Oh, wait a minute. Almost forgot. Secret! There's the wood carver. You can't pick up the carvings, but oh well. Her tactics are, how you say, really fucking hard to counter. She has the same 4 enemies in the first phase 3 throughout the entire battle. And you might be asking, oh, well then why is it so hard? Because they infinitely respawn. One sec. Yeah, see? All the ghouls are defeated. But in a normal case, you'd have to defeat all 3 of these guys, search for weird epitaph shit, then tombstone, random shit. I don't know. But in my hunt for foils to try and beat the traitor, I accidentally solved the puzzle. Whatever. Gamora! So yeah, she starts off with the Bonehound. Oh yeah, and this Clover, you might have seen a dock near Leshy's area. If you go left there, then you'll be able to get there. And if you defeated the if you've defeated the Angler, then you'll be able to pick a Clover. Yeah. Boom. 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 And yeah, we should be able to summon Wolf Boy. Boom. And there we go. Boom. Now this is gonna die. Boom.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. All your cards. Every single one of them. And she gives them back as a 0-1. So yeah. A dick move. So you should try and manipulate the Bonehound to blocking the enemies who you don't particularly like. For example, I have a particular disdain for the sarcophagus. So I'm going to try and block the sarcophagus using the Bonehound. Yes, this is definitely my first attempt at this battle. Ah, yes, definitely. Yeah, don't mind that. Yeah, I win, yay! Okay, so now that we're in Magnificus's tower, and take this. Now we have a monocle. Wow. And we're going to be able to see magic stuff. So it's skull, wing, skull. And type it in here. Skull, wing, skull. Boom. Now we meet Goobert. Remember this face? You didn't pick him, right? If you cut off a supply of moxes, then you should be able to Warren. Then you should at the very least be able to shit, right. So he's gonna die. Yep. God damn it. Whatever. As long as you're able to cut off his mox supply, then he won't be able to attack. Unlike what don't do as I preach. Don't do as I do. The old classical saying, because I suck at... Why am I so bad all of a sudden? Boom. Nice. Here's where I'm going to get strategic. This dummy, it is the only battle in the entirety of Act 2 which you can redo over and over and over and over again. And essentially, if you were to grind enough, you'd get 8 foils and get the Ouroboros. Now, a 1/1/2 blood with the cockroach sigil doesn't seem like much. So what? It's another cockroach. However, if you know the Ouroboros and if you notice the artwork, let me just show you. Hold on a second. There we go. And we go boom, boom, boom. And if we sacrifice this, and then we hammer it, it's now a 2/2/2 blood with the cockroach sigil. You can see where this is going. It was gem, if I remember from the last recording, it was gem, hand to push it back, and winged, because that's just a spare sigil. Boom. Pike mage. Skeleton, skeleton, skeleton thing. At that. Skeleton. Skeleton. Bone corner. Bone. Boom. Crap. Ow. Noted. No. You. Skeleton. Mole. Boom. Skeletons. The most interesting puzzle, I believe that is winged. Hold a sec. That is a rabbit. That is, yeah, winged. Top sigil found by the greedy. Winged. This is down. I believe it is in the options menu. That is skull. By the way, I never really pale. What does that even mean? Right, this. Right, it was gem. Sorry, wrong thing. Stem. Skeleton. Anti-sword. Boom. That was quick. One sec.
Anyway.
Rabbit. Draw skeleton. Now it's time for Magnificus now. You remember how we got all those foils? Well, you're going to want to use them for this battle. Skeleton. Skeleton. We're ready for the battle. No, hear me out. We see Magnificus. So yeah, he's going to mention something about the guy. Now battle. See? He's gonna get rid of the brittle sigil and give us something else. Yeah. Skeleton, and Ouroboros, that's it. Ouroboros, that's it. Skeleton. And there we go. And there we go. Aha! Into the tech lab through a perfectly good cut. Did you do a good cut, editor? I don't. These circuit puzzles should be easy to complete. Really what happens is, in between the the different circuits, the things, but whatever. Just take fucking cards. Skeleton, Ouroboros. Always going to draw an Ouroboros. Whatever. That's like that. That. That is boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, onto the treasure. Skeleton, Ouroboros. Okay, so usually he'll just be like, no, I can't battle right now, sorry. Anyway. Oh yeah, that'll come in handy later, but don't worry about it. Boom, 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 boom. Skeletons. A whole lot of them. Boom! Now, at this point in the battle, PO3 will scan your strongest card and he'll flood his side of the board with it. However, since our cards have the brittle sigil, he can't do jack! Ha! So yeah, if we just keep on persistently placing skeletons and playing your cards right, should be able to defeat PO3. Boom. The power of skeletons, bitch. Secrets, whatever. It doesn't matter which of these guys you pick, it'll always just come back to PO3, so don't even bother. And unfortunately, my yeah, order enchantment. So yeah, she mentions like a virtuous cycle and how if she were to get a hand of the game, she would probably like purge it. But her mentioning of this means that all three of these scribes are at constant war over who will control the game next. So yeah. Considering that the last scribe was Leshy, who literally killed you several times over, her saying that PO3 is the worst is pretty bad. Whatever. So yeah, you're definitely gonna die. Just accept your fate. There we go. Here with PO3. Now he's going to mention something about the Great Transcendence. Botopia, for Uberbots, Great Transcendence. Oh, and by the way, you can't get up. No. Pier 3 probably knows that you defeated Leshy because you know, got up and did some maneuvering, so he's trying to stop you from escaping. Henceforth, no standing up. There's 5 lanes. If you don't know how the energy meter works, one of these things fills up each time, or each turn. If you forcefully rip one of these open with an energy bot, then, let's say, 2, bam, now there's 3 open. This isn't open yet, though. And next turn it'll be 4. We have a hammer, so we can smash things, so we can't get soft locked. We still have the scale, we still have the buzzer, we still have cards. We have empty vessels because there's no scroll stand in the tech deck. So whatever. Welcome to Act 3. What may as well be the final act, if it weren't for one final Hail Mary from the game to make you cry. Whatever. I mean, I'm not dissing it, I'm just saying. I just you'll see. Don't worry. Oh, and by the way, occasionally you'll find other arrows which are secret, and you'll occasionally find random things such as coin or bot coin, robo coin, cryptocurrency. Okay, it's just Bitcoin. I'm gonna call it Bitcoin. Whatever, it's Bitcoin. So yeah, you're going to want to scan your cursor around the perimeter of the area, because you'll never know what's lurking around the corner. So yeah, as Pier 3 explained, the 3 items will remain constant throughout the game. They're obtained in the 3 ways that they were in the Act 1, that is in-game, out-of-game, and at the shops. Then I'm going to cut to me at the Uberbots area, fight the Uberbot, hopefully in lightning fast speeds editor, and yeah, essentially just gonna beat the crap out of Pier 3, win, edit this video, then upload this video, and bada bing bada boom, that's the mega video. Okay, so now we're at the shop. We have Roblox accepted here. There will be discounted items along the trail. However, now we can get stuff like items. These drones are going to fill with the I guess items which we can get. Which actually, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to just explain all of this, like in the shop. I'm going to do Eastern Botopia stuff, then Western Botopia stuff. Yeah, we're going to do both of Eastern Botopia's things, go to the shop, explain the mechanics, do the same for Western Botopia, Great Transcendence. The thing. So you're going to walk across to look left, clock. I believe it is 11. Four. Boom. Now, the Orbot will share the stats that it had in the... Oh, there you go, it. That it had in the, so that's why we did all writing. Oh, shut up. Oh, right. Sorry. Boom. Mrs. Bomb's remote, that is the second item. And I think that is, somebody jam over here. No, wait, yeah, no. Shit, one sec. Ah, I see. Boom. Nice. Then the Wizbot. First talking card. Inspection room. Alright, there's the skull. Chest. Fishbot. So, Fishbot is going to say revenge for last time. Now, what that's referring to is in... Okay, folks. We are at the abode. So, here we are. Going out. Left. And up. Into this battle. Now. You might be asking, oh, but why are we going into this battle? Well, here's the thing. There is a quill, which we need in order to succeed. So yeah. The Orobot is insanely overpowered. Anyway, up we go to find the quill. Now you might recognize this landscape, going left and up to find a well, then going up to find the Uberbot. Well, that's because every single one of these Uberbots has a familiar layout to Act 2. If you know how to navigate the area of Act 2, you'll be able to navigate Act 3. That's why I won't be showing you how to reach certain places, because a lot of the times, it's you just look at a map from Act 2, just do that. Each of these has a very intriguing concept, starting off with the Archivist. Now, there is a way for you to get rid of these tombstones, and it has to do with these explosions. Bomb, 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 bomb. Bombs. Bombs away, militia car. Boom. Literally. And there we go. Now, place you there. Now, as you can see, we have 3 rows in play. Now, there are 2 ways for you to win this battle. One of the ways is just to explode the tombstones and take care of it from there. However, there is another way. We're going to kill one of these guys, and you see this sigil? This one? Now, she's going to ask you for access to your hard drive. Yep, no. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so. She's going to ask you for the biggest file you can find in your actual IRL computer. Mine is this one. Boom. The bigger the file size, the more damage will be put on the scale. So yeah. If you want, you can place Sniper Bot in one of these 2 open spaces, just in case you want to get some free kills. Boom. File. You can't use the same file twice, which is annoying. But whatever. I have files days of forever. Boom. And there we go. Select a file. Now this time she's going to ask you for a file which is old. Now don't choose a valuable file. Instead, I'd recommend choosing a quite old yet decently useless file which you don't need anymore. Boom. Card. Yeah. She won't delete it, she'll just modify it, don't worry. Yeah, 3. Anyway, librarians will stop showing up, so you can't win by that. But do you really need it? Like, do you really need the librarians? If you have an overpowered card, why not just skip the entire rest of the battle? Guys, now that you've defeated an Uberbot, these will only appear when you defeat an Uberbot or in one specific area at the start of the Okay, so now PO3 is going to add a sigil to the side deck, the empty vessels. Now this can either be wing protection, shielding, or thorns. I personally want to go with wing protecting because I find so many insect drones, and honestly, just getting elite bot, just a fuck. Sing boss, let's go. So with this boss, the photographer, he's going to pull out his camera. Now, this camera is extremely useful. Why, you're going to see later. However, for now, just place an empty vessel on there, just plain and simple, and get overwhelmed with shutterbugs. Now, you will have to produce a photograph here. So, anyway, now, photographer bots will, or the photographer will send all of his shutterbugs forwards, instantly killing anything. So now you're going to want to revert. The back line of the battlefield doesn't change, nor does your HP or your cards in your hand, but these two lines do. So you're going to want to strategically play cards in places you'll know that won't get, swarmed. Then take a photo of them. And yeah. So anyway, second phase. It's going to place ancient furs all over the place now. These ancient furs don't do anything specific, they're just, that. And as long as you can lure away the bolt hound you should be able to beat this boss. Oh, by the way, I believe there's something. Just keep an eye out on the bottom right-hand corner. There should be a secret boss somewhere here. But anyway, let me explain these two abilities. This is overclocking, meaning that a card will gain power, except when they die permanently and are removed from your deck. Now what this does is it gives your cards a persona, I'm not even joking, out of a wolf, a raven with 2 attack but flying, or an adder with 1 attack but poison. I'd recommend either taking the wolf or the raven because the adder is meh. Anyway, You should have enough money for this item by now, which gives all of the cards on your side of the board nano armor. This can pair very nicely with the Mrs. Bomb's remote. Anyway, on to Western Botopia. You're going to have to go through the gaudy gemlands before you can do anything. Right. You're going to have to stand up and go to the smelter before you do this. Oh, right. I should probably explain this puzzle. So this puzzle is, I believe, airborne, poison, boom, and by figure eight stroke. Boom. Nice. Going to wake up in the gem. You're gonna wanna talk to him. So then you have to turn around, click at it like, I don't know, a couple times. Oh yeah, very good artwork. Now you go back. Now you turn. You observe the painting. One second. Now he's going to talk about how he likes it and he'll show it to Master, then he'll vanish. So yeah, he's going to show his portrait to the Master, aka Magnificus. You'll see how that goes later on. 12, 4, and 11. Select all applicable options for the following scenarios. Sad, shock and smile, great transcendence, done. Now, one sec. 1, I believe that is, nope. 1, bang. Those are arrows. Now this one you won't be able to go into yet, but you will soon. Anyway, now you pick this up, and you return. Oh yeah, and that box contains a new game, thing, so, yeah. Keep that in mind. Anyway. So now I'll teach you about moxes. So now your vessels have turned into gems. Clicking them will change their color. Personally, I'd recommend using sapphire, as sapphire decreases the cost by 1, which is really good. Anyway, so going to want to go through this Going to want to go through this area, and yeah. Money. Now this gem ability, it allows you to gemify one of your cards, which means that moxes will affect it. Personally, I'd recommend going with Urobot if you're doing the Sapphire strategy, because the less cost your Ouroboros has, the better. We're at the Urobot's location. However, very quickly, go down, hit this. I just wanted to do that, and now I'm going to go back here and go up, and everything's sorted. Anyway. So, all of your vessels are going to become conduits. Now, I never really use the conduit situation, however, it requires certain cards to be next to other certain cards or vessels. In Bada Bing Bada Boom, you make it a conduit. Now, in all four corners of the map, you're going to want to go over and go up ladders and activate generators. So, yeah, be right back. So what this does is it allows you to get, or it allows you to make a card. Yeah. Choose the card which you've just put those sigils on, and well, the more sigils you put on it, the more SP you'll get. The best cards you can make have so yeah. And boom. Now you have your own card. So yippee. These cards can get insanely broken, so yeah. Now, what that did, if we stand up, this door's open, and we'll find trader. You can trade in hollow pelts for lore. So, for example, we have the big triangle of the tower. Right, third boss. This is probably my least favorite boss. Now, this boss connects to the web, and it essentially utilizes the act of making cards. So yeah. Thank you. So yeah, Fishbot is going to mention Leshy being near, which, well, he is. So, oh god, I'm gonna have to blur that too, where it won't even show. Oh. A connection. How's that? No, our internet is fine, golly. Something else with the web. Mummy Lord? Yeah, Mummy Lord. Also, yeah. PO3 is the only scribe who can curse, apparently. Card in the web, return the favor, make a card. Boy. Wait a moment. Oh. Okay. Boom. Golly is dead. Whee! Now. Judging room camera's been busted. You're going to have to get up and haul your ass over there. Now, you might notice something. The no game button's gone, which is not concerning at all. Boop. And down we go. Now, I'm just going to let this cutscene play out for yourself. Just right. Now, here's the thing. There isn't one. You're going to have to create it. You start off by creating a face. Presence I don't really magnificus. So the lonely let's call him Jerome. No. Albert. Yes. That fits. Unlike Goobert, Albert doesn't particularly like Magnificus. So he has a strong, annoyance with a boss made after him. Energy bot 2. Now you're going to want to create a second mechanic. Time a card dies to play Elite Bot, which is then going to die. Bot, death, beat bot. Like boss, make rule, break game. Boom, boom, boom. Lead bot. Lead bot. the bot. Explode. Explode 2. Explode. Explode. Kind of. Delete bot. Now, if a card or if a rule gets too out of hand, Leshy will actually stop it. As you can see, there's an X through it. But anyway, boom. And there we go. Now, it's time for the Great Transcendence. And now, there's Leshy. Among Us! Among Us! Thanks, editor. And now, the world is ending. And now, if you look to your left, you'll see how Magnificus treated the painting.
any folks. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Please like, subscribe, as you can see down there. Sorry, it's been a while since I've used webcam. And yeah, I'll see all you later. Peace.